We track storms with Storm Tracker meteorologist Emily Gracie.
And we've issued a storm tracker day for today, dealing with that heavy rain as Eta passes to our south. It did just make landfall over Florida a short time ago, and we're going to get some heavy rain out of it. That's going to be the main concern here today. Heavy rain. We may get some thunderstorms as well, and those tides, they'll be elevated not only today but through the next few days. So rain going to make that a little bit worse, but we do have the moon phase this weekend that's going to elevate those tides. So what that means, flash flooding is going to be our greatest concern. Coastal flooding also a concern through the weekend. If we get thunderstorms, gusty winds and isolated tornadoes cannot be ruled out as well. Here's the latest on Eta. A tropical storm made landfall near Cedar Key, Florida a short time ago, right about 4 a.m. this morning. And those winds are still 50 miles per hour. It's moving to the northeast at 13 miles per hour. So it is going to move across Florida today. And as it moves back out over water over the Atlantic, we are expecting it to stay a tropical storm. What that means is another landfall expected as it moves offshore. That's why tropical storm warnings have now been issued for portions of Georgia and even the coastline here in South Carolina. So as we go through the day today, it'll be passing to our south, not too far off the coast. In fact, kind of running parallel to the coastline there, bringing us some heavy rain, perhaps some gusty winds, but the heavy rain is going to be the primary concern. Already starting to see some of it just off of our coastline. These plumes here of moisture kind of moving onshore here during the day today. And then we also have a cold front back to our west. That cold front moving through the upstate right now, and the two of these combined is going to add up to quite a bit of rain across the area during the day today. So this is the immediate concern I have right here this morning. We're coming up on high tide in just a few minutes, and with that we could see some coastal flooding. We're also watching for flash flooding. Flash flood watches extend across much of the Carolinas and down into Charleston. Now they did just issue this flash flood watch that includes the Tri-County area, and then also tropical storm warnings for our coastlines. So these are for coastal waters, not onshore. We're not expecting tropical storm force winds here in Charleston, but perhaps out over the water. As far as rainfall totals, yet to be determined here. It really depends on the track. A little change in the track is going to bring some heavier rain to us, but right now it looks like the heaviest should fall north of Charleston. It could add up to a few inches. We're also under this marginal risk of severe weather for today, meaning very isolated tornado chance and some gusty winds that could become damaging if any of these thunderstorms move onshore. So a lot going on today. Temperatures will stay in the 70s all day. That rain heavy at times, especially between about 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. this afternoon. So watching the high tide this morning and 5 p.m. later on this evening. Here's our high resolution model. This is 10 a.m. starting to see some of that heavy rain come through. The front starts to come through, and by about 4 or 5 p.m. we're seeing some improvement out there as all that heavy rain starts to move off the coast. Tonight we'll drop down into the mid 60s as we start to dry out a little bit more, drying out even more for tomorrow with a high of 77. We're back in the low 70s with sunshine on Saturday. Small chance of rain and warmer on Sunday. Cool down coming next week with more sunshine.